Hello, Beulahville Panthers. This is Eric Grubbs to talk to you about Title I funds and how they're used at Beulahville Elementary School. Title I is a federal program that allows schools to get funding based off of the income in their area. It is a complicated system, so for more information on the details in it, I prefer to Google Title I and how it's used in North Carolina schools. This is a basic screen grab with a basic explanation of what is Title I. Now, the biggest thing that you probably need to know is how we use the funds that we receive at Beulahville Elementary School. Last year, we did not have to pay for any teachers on that, but at the end of the year, Beulahville Elementary School was cut 5 teaching positions and 1 teacher assistant. So in order for nobody to lose their jobs and class sizes not to swell, we started paying for teachers using different parts of money this year. So from Title I, we are currently paying for 1.5 teaching positions. We also do pay for county level positions, pre-K at our school, and support personnel at our schools. In the past, we have used the funds to maintain and pay for technology at the school. This year, we're switching to more of a maintenance and replacement system with that. And we also use it for instructional resources and programs at the school. One of the pieces that we're supposed to address through our Title I is parental support. Here are some of the ways that Beulahville Elementary School supports its parents. We do have Parent Portal that's across the county, and that is a way to monitor student performance on a daily basis. You do not have to wait for report cards or progress reports if your students are in a grade that gets actual grades, 3rd grade and up. You can use Parent Portal. To sign up for that, contact our front office and we'll help you with getting that program so that you can monitor your students' grades on a daily basis. Since we started using Google Classroom and Canvas last year, I've had parents tell me that the easiest thing for them to do is they log in as their children to see what their children have completed on those online course platforms. But also remember that since we are face-to-face, a lot of our work is being done in class, so everything will not be in these platforms. I again recommend Parent Portal to monitor all grades. You should always be encouraged to call the school or email teachers directly if you have questions. And if you need things beyond just classroom support or how to improve grades, sometimes there's deeper questions that you may need help with in supporting our students. I would suggest starting with the guidance department if you have a tough question, because even if they can't help you, they often have answers or people they can reference you to provide you with some other supports beyond just classroom needs. And an option for parental involvement. As we are relaxing restrictions from the COVID pandemic, there are some of these things that are returning as options. For instance, classroom volunteers was not something we could do last year. We can do that, but if you want to be a classroom volunteer, the first thing you need to do is contact your classroom teacher and make sure that they have a way of utilizing that. And then the second thing is you do have to have a background check done with the schools prior to becoming a volunteer. That is a slow process, so I recommend reaching out to our front office early if this is something that you might be involved in. Some of the other options, I do have a principal parent advisory. We currently have 4 members on that. The school improvement team is supposed to have parent representatives. We have had parents on this in the past, but they're often not able to attend the meetings. So we have the more representatives we have, the better off we're going to be, because that is something we are supposed to have as part of our school improvement plan. Ball game duties and concessions, I haven't really talked to anybody else about this, but I threw this on here because I think it is something that we could utilize in the future, because this is something that an adult needs to be there for. We do have staff members doing this right now, but I don't see why parents couldn't support us with this like they do at the high school. One of the things I've had some parents talking to us about is ways to support teachers. This is a tough year. This is tougher than last year. I know it's tough on you too, but it is very hard in the buildings. So anything that parents could create that would support teacher or staff wellness would be very much appreciated. The last thing I've mentioned here, we're still not able to get our field trips rolling. We have been given permission to do field trips, but we still have to meet COVID regulations. And we're not able to find bus drivers and buses at this point in time, but this is something we're trying to do for this year. And in order to have field trips, we are supposed to have enough adult supervision for the students. So one way parents can help is if your class starts talking about a field trip and you have the ability that day to attend, you may want to come in as a parent volunteer. And again, we go back to what I was saying about classroom volunteers. You do have to have a background check, so please get that done early. As always, if you have questions, please reach out to the school by calling us or by emailing a teacher. Thank you.